ஐயோ! மாடியில ரைட்டிங் பேட் இருக்கு. எடுத்துன்னு வருவியா? சாரி, 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 சாரி.
Oh, shoot, my class.
டைம் இருக்குமா உனக்கு? நான் வேணா மாடி போட்டுமா? நான் போட்டுமா? Hi guys. I'll wait for you all to come on the video. Hi guys. Okay. I will go ahead and note down who all have come since first class, right? Okay. So let me go ahead and note down. So this is June 6th, right? Okay. Avyukt is here. Okay,
Yeah, I'm here.
yes, okay. Akshada is here, I saw. Shreya, are you here? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see. 1 second. Just because it's the first class, I will have to remain then, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and then Krishiv is here. I saw Dhruv. Dhruv, are you here?
Yes,
Ashrita? Hey, Ashrita.
I'm
Ashrita.
here.
Your mom sent me something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're here. Okay, you're not going to be on the video, not going to answer questions. Okay, I got it. I got it. Sahana, are you here? Oh, Sahana, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, Sahana is here. Okay. Dhruv Nayak, Dhruv Erebar. Dhruv, both Dhruvs are there?
Yes.
Vinisha is not here. Adira is here. You, Johan, how are you? This is the first time I'm meeting you.
Hi,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. This is not the first time. Second time I'm meeting you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Okay. Vinisha is not in here. I think she forgot to. Mm, okay. Uh, Okay, guys, I'll directly jump into geometry. Okay, whatever we need, the geometry standard. In the Google Classroom, I uploaded the standards. Did you all get to see? Do you all have access to Google Classroom? Amma, if anybody doesn't have access, this is the time to tell me. Do you have access?
I don't think I'm on the Google Classroom yet.
Yeah, but your mom has access, has the
Okay.
code for it.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good. Ananya, sorry, ma. Friday evening you didn't want looks like, right?
It's okay. The only reason was because I thought that I normally like go out Friday, but it's okay. I would rather do this.
I hear you, okay? Because of you only, I thought of splitting the class entirely. You were the first reason to start that. But I did not know that you were not available on a Friday evening. I thought it was only on Sunday morning you had an issue, right? So I just put out, no, I just put out Friday, okay? Yeah, no. I put out Friday, but your mom didn't want Friday or something of that sort. But finally, it didn't work. I'm sorry, but let's see how it
Yeah,
goes.
it's okay.
Let's go ahead. Who joined? I didn't see. Oh my gosh. It's okay. Here we go. Do you all remember radical operations? How many of you are good with it? I don't know. When I ask you to simplify this, would you be able to simplify this and say? It's- I am just asking to understand where the class is. That's all. Okay, if you don't know, you don't know. That's fine. Do you know how to simplify that?
I don't.
1 minute. I'm sorry. Who doesn't? I need to check. Wait. Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute, please. Geometry. We'll go ahead with fractional segments today. Okay, good. Okay, I'm there. Who doesn't know?
I don't.
Okay, Dhruv doesn't. That's fine. Dhruv, it's just prime factorization, Dhruv. 60 can be prime factorized into 230, 215, 35. So I'll read this out as 2235 for every two copies of the same number. For every two copies of the same number, one is brought out. So this and this does not have their pair, so that stays inside. Root 60 is written as 2 root 50. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, similarly, when you want to simplify 120, how do you do? I prime factorize 260, 230, 215, then what? 53, right? So I write it out as 22253. You got it? After this, take this out. You have 2 root 30. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I give you addition, treat this like x. Treat this like x. Sorry, da. Treat this like x. 4 root 3 plus root 3 is what? 5 root 3. Why? Treat this like x. This is also x. So 4x plus x is 5x, right? 5 root 3. Adhira, are you following? Johan, you know this, right?
I think so.
Okay, maybe. See, those of you who are new, just catch up. But yeah, I think I've discussed this in class, right? Okay. Let me see this one. How about, can you all simplify this and let me know? Square root of 150. Quick, guys. This is not the intent of the class. The intent of the class is to cover the first part of, meaning the first geometry 2A, the benchmark. That was the point of this class. So it is to cover fractional distances. Okay, that is the target for this class. Go ahead and try square root of 150. Simplify and tell me.
Miss Priya, the chat's disabled.
No, Ma, you will have to click on that blue color button on the top left corner.
Oh, okay.
Avyuk, you'll have to take things out as common. We discussed that in, oh, you were not there in algebra class. Okay. So 150, you'll have to take that out as common, right, Avyuk? So here you'll take 5 as common because for every 2 copies of a number, this is square root. Implicitly, it means it's square root. So if you take that 5 as common, it will be 5 root 6. Now, it's 5 root 6, ma. Oh, yeah, you got it. Good job. Vinisha, you joined. Good job, Vinisha. Dhruv, nice to see that square root sign. Okay, he understood. Good job. Harshita, nice. Okay, now coming to addition and subtraction, guys. So let's see this one. How about this? 5 root 12 plus 4 root 3. What is the answer for this one when you add? Quick, only the operations I'm going to cover. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Meaning we did this already. I'm just making sure. Do you get that? Okay. Oh, so many answered. Okay. Yep, that's correct. Who was this? Harshita, that's correct. Ashrita, that is correct. Avyukt. Yep. Dhruv, that's correct. Krishu, that's correct. Vinisha, that's correct. Akshada, that's incorrect. Adira, correct, ma. Ananya, correct. Akshada and Avyukt, you're going to listen. See, 5 root 12 is 2, 2, 3, right? 4 times 3 plus 4 root 3. Now, for every 2 copies of a number that will come out, that 2 comes out and joins with the 5. So, it becomes 5 times 2 is a 10 root 3 plus 4 root 3. This can be simplified further. It becomes 14 root 3. Krishu, did you get it? Did you send the answer? Okay, now I really want to know who joined on the phone. Who joined on the phone, ma? Who's that joined on the phone? I'm going to let you out, please. If you don't say who you are. Ashrita and Avyukt, why the video is off? Ashrita, I know. Sorry. Ashrita, I know. For you, I know. Whoever joined on the phone, I'm going to take you out of the class because I have no idea who you are. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I can't. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. Now, let's say you have square root of A times square root of B. Multiplication, division alone, it operates differently. Square root of A times square root of B can be combined as square root of AB. Okay. Or square root of AB can be split as square root of A times square root of B. Now, guys, square root of A by B, same thing. You can split it out as A by B. Addition, subtraction, you can't do this. Okay. So, in multiplication division, it's pretty easy. Square root of 3 times square root of 6 is what? Square root of 3 times square root of 3 times square root of 2. Now, that becomes square root of 3 times 3 times square root of 2. So this is just a 3 root 2. See how it simplifies. I'll do one more. Square root of 12 times square root of 3. What it is? Square root of 12 is what? 4 times 3 times square root of 3. Square root of 4 times square root of 3 times square root of 3. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 is 3. Square root of 4 is 2. So this is nothing but 6. Any questions? Okay. See, why I am going a little fast is we have covered this piece a little bit earlier. Okay. The fractional distance I'll be way slower. Johan, are you following?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Oh. Okay. Vinisha, join Vinisha. No problem. Okay. Okay. Vinisha join on the phone. That's fine. It's okay. She'll come back. Okay. Now, let's say you have, okay. Let's say you have square root of 1. Okay. How about this? Square root of 9 divided by square root of 27. How to simplify this? Square root of 9 is 3 times 3, right? Denominator will be 3 times 3 times 3. So I can split and write basically. You can cancel anything that you want. Right? It will be 1 by root 3. In mathematics, going further from geometry and up, you are never going to answer with a fraction that has irrational. This number is irrational. You should never have an irrational denominator. If you have an irrational denominator, you are going to rationalize the denominator. Only when you rationalize the denominator, you will be able to only when you rationalize it, you will be able to answer in simplified form. How do you rationalize it? Whatever is your problem, this is your problem. This is an irrational denominator, right? So to rationalize it, to make it into a rational number, you multiply by the same number up and down. That becomes root 3 by 3, which is an acceptable answer. This is not an acceptable answer. Am I making sense? Okay, now how will you rationalize root 12 by root 2? How will you rationalize this? This can't be accepted. First of all, it is not in simplified form. Second of all, it has an irrational denominator. So, fix all the problems, send it to me in a nice simplified form. Okay, one thing guys, whatever is inside this symbol is called radical. Whatever is inside, right, is called radicand. Any questions? Any questions? Okay, yeah, go ahead. So if you don't have a number here, it's square root implicitly. If they give you this, then that means for every 3 copies of a number inside, you're going to bring one outside. Here, no number is mentioned. It's implicitly a 2. Implicitly means by meaning, if nothing is mentioned, we take it as true, 2. So for every 2 copies, square root, for every 2 copies of a number, you bring one out. Go ahead. Go ahead, guys. Root 12 by 2, or root 12 by root 2. Fix 2 problems. This is not in simplified form. This one is an irrational denominator. Can you check and tell me? Vinisha, sorry ma, I saw. Okay. Good, Vinisha, that is correct. Johan, what is that, Johan? What is your answer? Can you describe that?
It's 2 multiplied by 6, square root of 6 over 2.
But that can be simplified, right?
I guess so.
Because 2 is in the numerator, 2 is in the denominator. Not really, Krishav. Where are we missing? Somewhere we are missing, Krishav. Dhruv, correct. Harshita, correct. Ashrita, correct. Akshada, correct. Akshada, no, ma. Akshada, yeah, I know why are you getting confused, Akshada. See here. A square root of 12 is what, ma? 2, 2, 3, right? Denominator is square root of 2. So if you prime factorize it, it's way easier. Square root of 2, square root of 2, square root of 3, divide by square root of 2. So this and this will get cancelled. What remains is just square root of 6. Akshada, did you understand where you got confused? You took the 4 out. Instead of 4, only 2 comes out, right, Akshada?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Miss Priya,
Yeah, ma'am.
I had a different way, but I thought it was a lot more.
Go ahead. Tell me, Ananya. I'm so happy that you're being so interactive. Go ahead.
So basically, I simplified the 12 first, and I got 2 root 3 over root 2, and then
Mhm.
and so then I just multiplied
By
root 2, yeah, and then I
Perfect. That's fine.
yeah, and then I got rid of
Perfect. Yeah, that's correct. See, however your mind thinks, as long as it makes sense, it's fair, that's fine. Krishiv, did you understand the mistake?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Can I move on then? Okay, let's move on. Okay, now I'm going to get into fractional distances, guys. Okay. But before moving on to fractional distances, right, you need to learn a lot of things. Let's see. One thing is, if there is a point here, there is a point here. Let's say on one axis number line. Let's call it a number line, okay? -5, -4, -3, -2, -1. Ordinary number line, let's first consider, okay? 0, 1, 2, 3. What is the midpoint? What is the midpoint? Okay, midpoint, let's start from the basics, okay? Midpoint between -5 and 3. How do you find it? How do you find it? Basically, you find the absolute value, 5 units from 0, 3 units from 0, right? So you're going to add these things together. Basically, what you would do, you would add, you'll just find out what is the distance from 5 to 3, right? And then divide by 2. So for that, okay, let's see. Can I write it this way? This is your ending point. This is your starting point, right? So what do? N minus start, absolute value. N minus start, you're going to absolute value it, divide by 2. So that gives you half of the distance. Whatever it is, whatever is in here, that will give you half of the distance. So that you will add with the starting point. Then only you'll get the midpoint, right? What is the end? 3 minus -5 divide by 2. But this is in absolute value. So this is 8 by 2, which is 4. Okay. Starting point is -5 plus 4, which is a -1. So -1 is my midpoint. Makes sense, guys? So ending point minus the starting point, absolute valued, divide by 2 gives you half the distance. That distance need to be added with the starting point. Any questions? Any questions? Hey, yes, no. Any questions?
No.
Okay, good. So you know how to find this now. Thank you. Yeah, that's nice. Let's know what I'm going to do. 1 second. Oh, I did not check so many answers. 1 minute, guys. Vinisha, you can join, ma. No problem, Vinisha. You can join on the phone if that helps you, Vinisha. Vinisha, at the end, I wanted to be productive. You can go ahead and join on the phone, ma. Okay, now tell me how to find the mid on a number line. Let's say, okay, how about this? This is a nice one. Okay, I told you how to find the midpoint, right? So basically, the ending point minus the starting point you found out. If you want to find half the distance, you divide by 2 and add it to the starting point. So now I'm going to ask you something else. Okay, so let me give you this. This is one. This is the problem. If you want me, should I make it bigger, guys? I feel like I should make it bigger. What do you all think? I don't know.
Can
Should
you
I
make
make
it a little bigger?
That's what I thought. Agree.
That's good.
Mhm. You tell me. You can draw the number line. Use the formula ending point minus starting point. That is the distance. What they're asking. They're asking a little twisty question. Good job, Dhruv. That was fast, Dhruv. It was way fast. It's not letting me anymore. It's okay. What is not letting you? Oh, oh. Oh, it's not letting you to join, huh? Okay, whatever it is, you just send a message. I'll make sure I attend to it. Okay, Vinisha. Krishu, how did you find out, Krishu? Guys, if you are not understanding, right, you have to let me know. Auntie, I didn't follow. It is quite important, right? How will I know? If you just keep quiet, keeping quiet doesn't work, ma. Harshita, correct. Ashrita got a 3. Vinisha, okay, I'll help. Some of you are getting a 3. Can one of you uh, tell me how you got the 3, Ashrita? Ashrita, shout out how you got the 3, ma. Oh, you can't talk. Oh my God, I forgot. Okay. Okay, who else? Who else has answers? Sahana got a 0. That's nice.
I think maybe they got the midpoint instead of 1/4.
Johan also got a 3. Did you see there? That's I see. Ananya. Okay, let's see. Point A is located at -3. Point B is located at 9. Okay, I'll draw like this. Okay, this is A, this is B. Now determine the location 1/4 of the distance. So first of all, I need to find the distance. Distance is what? Distance, this line segment AB's length. See, okay, that I need, see, in geometry, whenever we are discussing anything in geometry, I'll go over small definitions or the way geometrically you have to say something. I'll definitely go over that. Definitely make a note of it. It's very important. Now, how will you find the distance AB? The ending point minus starting point, absolute valued is the distance, right? 9 minus 3 is a 12. So, the AB line segment is 12 units long. They're asking 1/4 of the distance, right? When they ask 1/4 of the distance, 1/4 of 12 is 3 units. Okay, what does that mean is if I split it into 4 equal parts, each part is 3 units. But I am asking determine the location. What is that location which is 3 units from the starting point? Minus 3, I have to add 3 units which becomes 0. 0 is the location of the point that is 1/4 of the distance from A to B. Did you get it, Johan?
Yeah.
Okay, good. There were more 3s actually in the answer. 3 means you'll have to add it to the starting point. Then only you'll clearly know, right? Okay, let me move on. How about this? Yeah, this one. Let's try this one. Only when we are very clear, no wrong answers, then I'll move on to the next one. Try this one for me. Mm-hmm. Are you able to do? Oh, I got answers. Sorry, guys, I did not see. See, correct, Ananya, correct. Vinisha, very nice to see. Vinisha, that seems incorrect though, Vinisha. You have an answer, but that seems incorrect. Can you check, Amma? Yeah, I know you did not add to the starting point, Vinisha. Correct, ma, Ashruta. Vinisha, did you understand Harshita correct? Avyukt, no. Avyukt, how did you do that? Akshada correct. Dhruv correct.
Calculation error, sorry.
You want me to do it for you or you want to try again, Avyukt?
You can do it for me.
You can do it, okay. But if you want to try as well, I don't mind waiting for 1 or 2 times. On a number line, point A is located at -3. I'll draw it literally, okay. And point B is located at +9. Determine the location. That's 3/5 of the distance. So I'm going to separate it into 5 equal parts. That is all very difficult for me, okay. First, let me go ahead and find the distance. What is the distance AB? Ending point minus starting point, that's it, absolute value. 9 minus -3. 9 subtract the starting point. So that is 12 units. Now they want 3/5. So this is 12 units means what is 3/5 of 12? 36 by 5, 7.2 units. So 3/5 of the distance is 7.2 units. I know 3/5 of this whole distance is 7.2 units, but where is the location? Determine the location means I have to say the point detail. 7.2 units means you add 7.2 to -3. If you add 7.2 to -3, you land at 4.2. So the location is point C, which is 4.2. Johan, did you get it?
Yeah.
Krishiv, how about you?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Okay. See, only when you understand in a number line, we can go to a coordinate plane. Okay, just like that, I can't go to a coordinate plane. Let's see. How about this? Okay, how about this? See, now, just like we did on a number line, just a x value, I'm going to do it on a coordinate plane with x and y separately. Okay. Let me do one. The next one you guys can do. How about this? In a coordinate plane, okay, I'll also see, for the drawing, right? Uh, I'll draw myself. Then only you guys will know how to draw rather than copying the diagram. On a coordinate plane, point P has coordinate -2, -8. I'll take time to do this. Okay. This is point P -2, -8. Q has coordinates 3, 7. Okay. Determine the coordinates of the point PQ. Determine the coordinates determine the coordinates of the point on PQ. Oh, on PQ, on this line, I have to determine a point. See, this is my starting point. This is my ending point. Please don't confuse. Because suppose, let's say this location is 3/5, 3 parts out of 5 parts of the distance from P to Q. That distance is 2/5 from Q. If it is 3/5 from P, it's 2/5 from Q. So don't confuse the starting and the ending points. Okay, they are asking, I have to take the starting point as P, ending point as Q. I have to find 3/5 of the distance location. So first of all, what I need to do? What is the distance I need to calculate? And I have to calculate 3/5 of the distance, correct? So first let me calculate the x coordinate distance, x coordinate, or I can call it x coordinate distance. What is the x coordinate distance? Ending point minus the starting, I am considering the x value first. Okay. So x value, ending point, x end value minus -2. So the distance is 5 units on the x. Okay. Now I'm going to find 3/5 of the distance will be 1 unit. That 1 unit, I need to add it to my starting point. If I add that to my starting point, so the 3/5 of the distance is a -1. Okay, x value is a -1. I don't know what is the y value at. Okay, x value is a -1. For the y value, I'll find the y distance, which is ending point 7 minus -8. 7 minus -8 is 15 units. 3/5 of 15 is what? 9 units, right? 9 units from here I need to calculate, which is 9 units from here. For that, so I will say, hey, -8 plus 9 is 1 unit. -8 plus 9 is 1. So x value, see, x value is -1, y value is 1. X value is x value is -1, y value is 1. Let me quickly check, guys. I don't feel comfortable with this. Let me check. 3/5 of the distance is -1, 1 is not adding up. Answer is, see, 1 second. Oh, sorry, minus, okay. You added to the -2. This -1. You know what mistake I did? I know what mistake I did. What was the mistake, guys? What was the mistake? -2, -8, where the point is? -2, -8. This is P. Okay, P to Q, right? Now, so our answers are correct. So -1 is where? -1 is the x value. -1 and then comma 1. Why something feels wrong? Wait, -1. -1 is correct. But then minus 2 comma minus 8, and then what is the other point? 3 comma 7, which is correct. Now we wanted to find out 3/5 of the distance. So 3 minus minus 2, ending point minus the starting point 5 units. 3/5 of the distance is 1 unit. So I added up. When I added it, then minus 2 plus 1 is a minus 1. The next one is minus 1. Oh, I'm sorry. This is 3 units. See? So this is 3 plus 3. So x value, x location is a plus 3. Then y distance is minus 8 minus 7. So basically 7 minus minus 8 is 15 units. 3/5 of the distance is 9 units. So minus 8, I add the 9 to get 1. So y value is 1. Now 3 comma 1. Which is 3 comma 1? 3 comma 1 is somewhere. Oh, I think I've drawn this very wrongly. 3 comma 7. Okay. 3 comma. Something feels so wrong to me. 3 units. So you added that 3 units to this. Oh, this is correct only. You added the 3 units to this. This was 1 unit. So 1 comma 7. That makes it all. 1 comma 1 comma 1. 1 comma 1 is where? Somewhere here. This is the 3/5 of the distance. This is 3 by 5 of the distance. Any questions here? I will explain if you want again.
I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Where did the negative 18 come from?
Negative 18, negative, lemma. See, this is 7 minus minus 8, lemma. 7, ending point, end minus start, right? End minus start. On the x side did, on the y I am doing, what is the ending point? 7 minus minus it. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so that is 15 units. 3/5 of the x distance, 3/5 of the y distance you have to find out and add it to the starting of the x and starting of the y. Johan, are you following?
Yeah.
Dhruv and Avyukt, are you following?
Yes.
If you really understand, it's very easy. But you know what? Formula wise, how will I give this? x2 minus x1. This is absolute valued. Ending point minus starting point is absolute valued. Then you will find this fraction a by b, that distance. You will add it to what point? x1. How complicated is this? For the y, what is the location? A by b. First you have to find the distance y2 minus y1, absolute value it, and then find the fractional distance, add it to y1.
Wait, Miss Priya,
Yeah, go ahead.
what is the negative 2 plus 3?
Which is the negative? Eduma, which one, ma?
The x, yeah, right there.
Yeah. 3 by 5 of the distance you found out to be 3 units, right, ma?
Yeah.
3 units is 3 by 5th of the entire distance. We are not worried about the points. Of this entire distance, 3/5 is 3 units we have found out. But that 3 units should be added to the starting point. Then only you will know where 3 units is from that starting point.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Miss Priya,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm confused about how you were able to get the coordinate points.
Why? Where are you confused?
Like the point, like you were able to plot the point, like how did you get that point?
How did I get that? Which point, ma?
Like
Whatever you did on the number line for one coordinate x, right? You're doing it for x and y separately. That's the only difference. So let's say, I'll do it again. So there is a minus 2 comma minus 8. Minus 2 comma minus 8, minus 2 comma minus 8, that's the P point. Q point is 3 comma 7. 3 comma 7. Okay, this is Q point 3 comma 7. Now x coordinate separately you're going to do, y coordinate separately you're going to do. Okay, for the x coordinate, first find out the distance in terms of x. Find out the distance. What is the distance between PQ? Okay, PQ's x distance is what? ending point 3 minus the starting point minus 2. Absolute value 5 units. 5 units. They are 5 units apart on the x-axis. You know what is that they are finding up? This distance. The x distance they are finding. Okay. Now 3/5 of the 5 units you have to find out. That will tell you this is so your x point should be 3 units away from the starting point. So for the starting x point, you are adding that 3 units, which is 1. That 1 is your x, 1 means here, right? 1 is your x coordinate, that is 3/5 of the distance away from the starting point. Now for the y coordinate, you are going to find out this one, this length. Literally this one you are going to find out. How to find out? Ending point 7 minus the starting point minus 8. Because 8 units in here, 7 units in here, right? So that is 15 units. So this height is 15 units. But you have to find 3/5 of the distance, right? 3/5 of 15 is what? 9 units. Right? So that means you have to go 9 units from the starting point in the vertical direction. We are already at minus 8. From there, if you add up 9, you will end up at a 1. Right? So, y value is 1. So, what is the meeting point of these two? So, this point 1 comma 1 is the location which is 3/5 of the distance from P to Q.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Let's go ahead. Any questions, anybody? Okay, who is very quiet? I need to see. Hold on. Let me go ahead and give you one. You're going to try it out this time. Even if you don't know, I am least bothered. I'll explain again. But please tell me that you did not understand. Then I'll explain. Vinisha, you will have to add it to the starting point without fail, ma. Sahana, that not last minus 0.6 is not correct, ma. Did you see that?
Yeah, I accidentally divided it by 5 instead of multiplying it by 3/5.
Okay. Wow, very nice, guys. Some of you really got it. Some of you got it, but not everybody. Krishav, you found out 1/5 of x distance, 1/5 of y distance, which is great, Krishav. But you need to add it to the starting point. Then only you land in the location that is at that distance, right?
So I just do I just add my answer to the starting
Yeah,
point?
yeah. You just add your x answer to the -2, y answer to the -8. See, Krishav, I really want you to understand this, Krishav. Wait. See, Krishav, you are at -1. Okay. 8 is the ending point. Now, what is the distance between them? 9 units, right? I'm asking which location is 1/3 of the distance, means you won't say 9 units. What is 1/3 of the distance means? Yeah, 1/3 of the distance you will find. Okay, I want you to find the point name. Point name is -2 or -3. Where is the point name which is 1/3 of the distance from the starting point? If I ask you, what will you do? You will find out 1/3 of the distance is 3 units. If I split this into 3 parts, you will clearly understand that each part is 3 units, 3 units. That's all you are getting. But only when you add the 3 units to the starting point, you will get 1/3 of the distance. Correct?
Yeah.
If you add another 1/3, you will get the point that is at 2/3 of the distance from the starting point. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I add that 3 in here, it becomes 2. So 2 is the location. 0, 1, 2 is the location. The location 2 is 1/3 of the distance from -1 to 8. Make sense?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the other. Oh, I got so many answers. I didn't check, guys. Wait. I'll check now, please. I was explaining to him. Sahana, am I missing something? -1 comma -5. How -1 comma -5? I don't get it. Yeah, Adira, that's correct. Dhruv, -1 comma -5. Yeah, so many answers are -1 comma -5. I'm not sure why. Akshada, -1 comma -5 is not the answer. Yes, Avyuk, that's correct. Harshita also answered -1 comma -5. Why? Oh, guys, I know why. You all didn't read the question. Determine the coordinates of the point PQ, that is 1/5 of the distance from Q to P. Which was the starting point? Did you all make a mistake? That is why you all got -1 comma -5. 1/5 of the distance from Q is your starting point. You have to be so careful. Johan, are you lost?
No, I get it now.
You get now? I'm going to wait. Everybody, 90% of the people did not read the question. It's interesting, right? But see, even I might not have seen it if I were given the question for the first time. So there's nothing wrong, but please redo and send the answers. It was a tricky question, right? Threw us off. Ananya, that's not correct. The point is not correct. Can you check? Yes, Dhruv, that's correct now. Harshita, correct now. I'll wait, guys. It's okay. If you don't understand, I'll help you again. I think several of you got it now, but I am particularly expecting a couple of you to answer. Let me see. It's okay if you don't get it, please ask. I'm absolutely fine to go over. Akshada, correct, ma.
Miss Priya, I got it right?
Yes, Adira. Vinisha, correct. 2 comma 4 or plus 4, amma? 0.4. Oh my gosh. Done? Oh, it was a typo. Okay. Johan, where are we, Johan?
No, I got it.
Johan, but educate me, you're going to be doing algebra, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See, there are a couple of you whom I clearly see if you are going to see in this class, I do have, okay, 2, 3 kids who are going to be doing algebra. Okay. In that, I do clearly see a gap. If you're going to be doing algebra, you're not as fast as the others that are going to be doing geometry. Okay. If that's the case, it's really okay. Okay. Or you have to decide. Okay. I'm okay with anything that you want to do. Okay. I'd push you to do. So some more practice at your end will really help you to expedite when questions are asked in class. Okay. Okay, now can I, Johan, did you get your answer?
Yeah. It's
Yes, you got it. Finally, I'm happy. Ananya got it. Any questions, guys, with this one? Fractional distance is easy now?
I just did like instead of 1/4 from Q, 1/5 from Q to P, I did 4/5 from
That's
P
fine.
to
That's
Q.
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
However you do, I'm fine. Okay, can I go ahead? You know what? I want to really, okay. I really want to go through this with you. See, formula for the midpoint is this. Formula for the midpoint of a line is this. Make sense? Formula for the midpoint of a line is this. Does that make sense? Meaning, let's say there is a point P. Next week, I'll explain some geometry definitions, okay, which I never did. I directly jumped into geometry. Q is x2 comma y2, let's say. Like, we'll write the slope of a line, right? Like that, the midpoint of a line is add the x coordinates, divide by 2. And then add the y coordinates, divide by 2. Make sense? Make sense? Okay. What else? Okay. See, if you want to go by formulas, right, guys? I want. If for fractional distances, I want to end how to use the formula. Okay. Suppose if you're given P is at x1 comma y1, if you're given Q that is at x2 comma y2, and you have to find the location that is at A by B, fractional distance, A by B distance from P. How do you do this? For the x coordinate, you will find out x2 minus x1. The absolute value of that, multiply that by this fraction A by B and add it to the starting point. For the y location, comma, A by B, y2 minus y1 plus y1. So this will be x comma y coordinate of the point which is at a fractional distance A by B from the starting point P. Any questions? Okay, so the homework will only be on fractional distances. If you have any questions, you can let me know. None? None means we can stop, and we'll see you all next week. If you have questions, stay and ask. Okay. I'll post the homework in the Google Classroom. Any questions, guys, for me? Otherwise, we'll have a relaxed week ahead. It's summer. Have fun. We'll see you next week.
Bye, Mrs. Priya.
Bye, Ma.
Bye, thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Bye, guys.